Yep. Some star power on both sides, loyal fan bases. This one has all the ingredients for perhaps an instant classic.
Okay, so why are we here today? For one reason, or multiple reasons. One, a quarterback both quarterbacks gunslingers, both quarterbacks highly intelligent, both quarterbacks can run as good as any quarterback in the league. Great receivers to throw to. Excellent, powerful running backs and a good stable on each team to work with that. And the offense and defensive lines of this team, not only are they big, they're talented, they're well coached, and you're going to see a lot of good technical stuff in the trenches, which we'll be calling all elements of that. But that's why we're here tonight. I've heard people talk about favoritism on both ends, so I really don't know how to predict this game, Nick. I think there's some keys that we can go after the commercial break. We might be able to talk about a little bit. But this is a matchup that you and I and Ben and the team, we really felt this game is really going to make a statement to the rest of the 8 of the 7 other players in the tournament or teams in the tournament. This game coming out of this is going to clearly make a statement that you beat the best tonight.
In Nashua, Nick and Astis, Steve Beals getting set for this quarterfinal matchup between Bishop Guertin and Nashua South. We are awaiting the arrival of the home team, Nashua South, the number 4 seed, the Purple Panthers. Both teams 7-2 during the regular season. They met on October the 10th. That was week number 6. That was a big second half for South. They outscored BG 20-0 after trailing by 2 scores at the break. They win that game 28-20. Both teams have since won 3 straight coming in. So anybody's guess tonight on a cool night. Temperature right now about 42 degrees as the Purple Panthers take the field.
They're not going to feel it, Nick, tonight. This is going to be perfect for them. Great opportunity. BG needs that as far as the depth is concerned. Obviously, a little bit less depth, but Coach Nalen has done a terrific job recruiting and bringing more players onto BG, and that is a big reason why this year, this is his 3rd year. And what you look for in a coach is when between the 2nd and 3rd year, you want real progression, and boy, he's delivered on that. Everybody's dialed in. If you look at the situation with the transition, we talked about it on our Gridiron program the other night, Nick.
Exclusively tomorrow with them in Manchester for the D2 semifinal matchup between Plymouth and Trinity. Another game, Steve, I know you're looking forward to.
Absolutely. Just a jam-packed weekend, a highly competitive football. Neither game, Nick, I know how to pick, to be honest with you. Both these teams 7-2. When they've shown that when they're at their highest, they're a lethal group pair of teams here, and I expect that to continue throughout this game, and I expect it to continue in tomorrow. I don't expect Plymouth had beaten Trinity by quite a bit earlier in the year. I don't expect that to happen again. I think it's going to be a much tighter game. Trinity's a very different team they were, as we talked about last night.
What do we see here tonight? Give us some keys.
Well, what we see here is a battle of 2 very solid lines. That's both offense and defense, Nick. I think it's very, very important that the quarterbacks perform extremely well. If it's not there, if it's double coverage, if it's tight single coverage, don't throw the ball, because the teams that make the mistake are going to be the ones on the short end of the stick tonight for sure. Secondly, special teams got to be really careful. They have found fantastic kick returners, Nick, on punt return as well as kickoff return. They have to be very careful about just not hitting some line banger right to their top returner, because that could spell, have a real negative effect on them as well. So I think turnovers are going to be key tonight. I think offensive line work, but there's a lot of, I don't want to say pressure. There's going to be a spotlight from me on these 2 quarterbacks, Jackson and Bowen, because they are fantastic. 2
of the, well, how about this?
Got to bring their A game.
4 of the Ukika Player of the Year Award semifinalists are in this game. 2 for Bishop Guertin.
Wow.
And 2 for Nashua South. You mentioned Jackson and Bowen, but also Rocco Roy, the junior wide receiver for the Cardinals, is on that final 10 list. And Josh Tripp, the 2-way star for Nashua South, the senior, one of their tackle leaders out of the secondary.
Yeah.
He's a player to watch tonight for sure. Tonight, chilly night here in mid-November. Playoff football, quarterfinal round, next weekend, semifinals. Yep. Well, that ticket is on the line tonight. Oh, yeah. The winner would get the winner of Bedford versus Winnicott. That game has just kicked off.
Yeah.
All right, so for the second time here in the first half, the Cardinals look for a response after allowing a touchdown.
Nice job following his blocks.
Squib kick near side, covered up by Dion Cisse, the sophomore.
Yeah.
Bowen in the gun here against a 4-man run. It was over the middle, quick catch, quick hit, and a quick first down. Momentum's going to carry the receiver all the way to the south 38-yard line.
It's a decision because he had space, but you got to loft this over the defender, Nick. That ball was fired on a very, very tight line. You almost want to lead him a little bit because he would have run right into it. He didn't have a great vision there, Nick. Everybody was standing up on the offense and defensive linemen, and he didn't have a great view
insurance
there.
On third down. Bowen over the middle. It's intercepted. Picked off by, that's the senior Josh Tripp. And
he
he's
gets
off
this
to the
lead
races.
block. He's gone.
Tripp looking for room on the sideline. One man to beat, and he's out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. A huge play, the game's first takeaway, and the Ukeka Player of the Year candidate. It's got South in a good spot here for an upcoming 1st and 10.
Well, that's just great defensive work, reading the eyes. Watch if we can get a good look of the defender, watch how he's focused on Nate Bowen. Look at him move to the middle. Boom, he's sliding as Nate watch eyes and helmet moves. That is a dialed-in play right there. Good defense. Look at the hustle downfield on the lead block. Got him another 30 yards after that. I thought he was going to go, but let's give number 4, Rocco Roy, credit for getting back there. But that is a big turnaround play right there if they can put this in. Huge turnover. We talked about that as keys, Nick, in the game. Turnover has struck one.
Yeah, you see Tripp, good combination of size and speed. He's also the power forward on the basketball team.
Watch this here. Nate does a good job of putting it right where it needed to go to get himself protected. He pulled it in beautifully.
Make
took
that
a
Adams.
shot.
Adams gets the handoff. Goncalves trying to twist him down. Tripp finishes him off in the hole where at about the 36-yard line.
Well, going into the second half, Nick, with a 2-score disadvantage is not what Bishop Guertin wanted to do. They could have got in within one here, 4:24 left, possibly with 2.5 minutes left if they were able to get that first down. So defense here has got to dig in. I do think BG's done a great job moving players in and out.
Well, you're down 2 scores.
You got to hold the line here.
Yep. A field goal will make it 17. That's technically a 3-score game. The good news is, if you're BG, Cardinals are slated to get the football.
So we're seeing a little bit of everything here.
Second down and goal. Jackson runs right, throws across the body and into the end zone for the touchdown. It's Jordan Tripp hiding in the back of the end zone. 17 at the break here as they take over. Early third quarter. First play is a catch in the slot. That's Connolly. Wrapped up quickly by Cole Patno. It's at the 41-yard line, a pickup of 5 there.
Well, if BG's able to score here, Nick, I know it's a 17-point advantage, but if they're able to come down.
Calls his own number this time. Follows the right guard for a first down. Tripped up inside the 25 at about the 21. They're going to give him the 20 in the end.
And this isn't fun for the defense when you got so many guys you're throwing. Look at the wash. Tackle down, kick out, and then come up through there. Number 77 comes across. Nailing, he is something. Watch 77 come across. Bang! He just blows it right out there.
Center again. Loaded front line. Spins to his right. Quarterback fighting for the 12-yard line there. Well, going to be about 2 yards, maybe 1 yard shy of that first down stick.
Yeah, Bowen will sit back in the pocket, Nick. He'll roll out. He'll do all the skill, athletic quarterback things. But let me tell you, this guy can turn into a lunch pail at any moment here, and he doesn't mind this at all. He loves contact. And right now, BG feeling confident. They've got to have this score.
Went chin to chin that time with Tripp and Goncalves. Ready to go. 4 receivers, 3 to the right side. The lone back is Levine. Looking.
That's what they needed.
Escape the pocket to his right, throw into the end zone. Tripp makes the catch. Does he get the feet down?
He does.
He does. Touchdown, Nashua South. Josh Tripp showing the presence of mind there to lean out, pull that football in, keep the toes inbounds and in the end zone for the score.
Well, Josh Tripp just absolutely toe lines it, but how about Cody Jackson right there? Extending the play. You want a great quarterback, they got to be able to extend the play, and he fires it, and then Josh Tripp does everything you could ever ask for from a receiver. He lines himself up, gets himself coordinated in position, drags his toes, official right on it, right where he's supposed to be, and that's a touchdown. Wow.
So the 6'5" senior Josh Tripp gets the score. The extra point is good, and it's 31-14. Back to a 3-score game.
A lot of big parts that make the score where it is, Nick, but the key thing to me, and we can talk about the end of the game, was the interception, Nick. That turnover at that time was a tough one. We can talk about that later.
Yeah,
but
it was a 14-7 South lead. Jordan Tripp interception in the red zone, returned it over 70 yards.
Yeah, what was it, down to the 10 or 9?
Down to the 10-yard line, and South cashed in a play later to make it 21-7.
It's a massive turnover.
Throw for Jackson on third down, looking for his favorite target, Levesque.
Good effort.
But it's incomplete in the corner, and now a 4th and goal.
This is playing back. You can get 12, 13 yards of whack, getting around the corner and stop the clock.
5-man blitz. They throw over the middle. Catch made near the sticks by Fayed, who I believe has the first down. We are ticking down towards 4 minutes here in real time. 1st and 5 from the 29-yard line. And Bowen is stripped. Football is on the ground.
And he's had himself quite a game. Number 53, Nick.
Karuru.
He has had a great night tonight.
It's recovered by Kevin Hamill.
And that'll do it.
Hamill has played well tonight, and that's the cherry on the sundae as he comes up with the football. It was Karuru on the strip, Hamill on the recovery. Second takeaway by the South defense tonight. And we're inside of 4 minutes remaining. Purple Panthers starting to feel it, still leading 31-14.
Well,